Conflict situations are normal, unavoidable, and almost everyday parts of the relationship between parents and their children, and these everyday events present everyday opportunities to listen to our children's needs, respond to them properly, and model emotional intelligence. What helps in achieving that is parenting with Dan Siegel's whole brain theory in mind, more specifically his engage, don't enrage strategy. All children misbehave at one time or another. What can you do to help children learn to stop misbehaving? If you learn why your children misbehave, it will give you new ways to try to prevent problem behaviors. The next time your child doesn't follow the rules, try a new way to solve the problem by figuring out why they are misbehaving. Your child is trying to get a real need met. Your child wants more independence. Your child is misbehaving as a way of asking for your attention. Your child is too young to be able to reliably follow the rules. Your child is stressed or has strong emotions. As a parent, you can react or respond to your child. According to Nicole Schwartz, a parent coach, reacting means that you meet your child's emotionally charged behavior with your own emotionally charged reply. They are yelling, so you enter the conversation by yelling. They are screaming and having a tantrum, so you work hard to quiet them down and get over their fussing. Responding, on the other hand, gives your child permission to express their big emotions, ideas, and feelings without criticism, shame, or guilt. If your child is upset because something doesn't seem fair, you let them be frustrated and express empathy. There's no need to change your mind or try to fix the problem. Children cannot understand and regulate their emotions, which often leads to emotional outbursts called tantrums and meltdowns, bursting into tears over a trivial matter, from our perspective, or hysterical crying if their needs aren't immediately met. From an adult's perspective, they are difficult to understand and prevent, and surely poses a big challenge in parenting because in most cases it's hard for parents to respond to them effectively. The escalation cycle is used to explain emotions or behavior during a crisis situation. Interventions are the strategies or activities that we use to help children calm and manage their emotions. Our interventions vary based on the child's level of escalation. Interventions also vary based on the type of trigger. For example, some strategies work better when children are angry, others work better when children are sad. Being aware of the emotion and your child's level of escalation will help you choose your intervention. There are 6 stages and they are as follows. 1. Baseline, the green zone, or normal behavior. 2. Escalation, the yellow zone. A trigger starts the process of escalation. Some examples of interventions that can be used during escalation. Emotion coaching. Try to understand why your child is behaving this way. Use short words and clear phrases. Model healthy coping skills. 3. Crisis, the red or blue zone. When we are not able to effectively cope, a crisis takes place. There are 2 types of crises. Externalizing or red zone crisis behavior is directed at others, either aggression or property destruction. Internalizing or blue zone crisis behavior is directed at themselves. Interventions during this phase, the only focus is on safety using these strategies. Use short words and clear phrases. Make your surroundings as safe as possible. Have only one person do the talking. Give space, while providing appropriate supervision. 4. De-escalation, the yellow zone. After the crisis has passed, people de-escalate and re-enter the yellow zone. In this zone it is best to use calming coping skills, such as activities that use up energy and are socially appropriate, like going for a walk or playing outside. Provide your child with a coping skill without speaking. For example, model coping skills or bring them a drink or stress ball without asking. Encourage distraction coping skills. Do not problem solve, do not yet talk about what just happened. 5. Post-crisis recovery, the gray zone. Before people are back to their baseline and feeling normal or typical, it is common for them to have low energy and feel guilty, tired. In this zone, focus on caring for your child physically and emotionally by providing drinks or snacks as needed, continuing to give space if needed, Turning down the lights, help them rest. 6. Return to baseline, the green zone. After people recover from the aftermath of the adrenaline, or the post-crisis slump, they return back to their baseline. They are calm, stable, and able to learn again. At this point, you can discuss next steps with your child, focusing on how to prevent the same crisis from happening again. Here are some examples of interventions you can use after your child returns to baseline. Discuss the triggers that led to escalation. Discuss the coping skills they tried and why they did or did not work. Brainstorm coping skills that may work better for the triggers in the future. Discuss consequences or follow-up actions, emphasize natural consequences. Practice makes perfect. The more everyday situations you use as an opportunity to practice responding rather than reacting and engaging your child's upstairs brain, the easier and better your skills for dealing with tantrums and meltdowns will be. Join us to learn more about parenting together. Register to our learning platform and gain access to our course, resources and our international community of parents. All for free.